I'm Sarah. I'm the CEO of Dynamic Boards, and we advertise non-executive director and trustee chair roles from right across the UK. It's free to sign up and check out our roles. And today we have Sarah and Sonita with us to share a little bit about the opportunity to join the board of Headway East London as their chair. So Sarah's the CEO and Sonita's a trustee. And Headway East London is a charity supporting people that are affected by brain injury. It works across 13 London boroughs, offering special support and services for over 800 survivors, family, friends and carers each year. I thought I'd just share their mission and vision with you because I thought they were brilliant articulations of what they do. So their mission is, we empower our community of brain injury survivors and their families to imagine new possibilities, ones filled with creativity, embracing diversity and backed by specialist support. Their vision is that brain injury survivors experience a world which is accessible to them and where their contributions are valued and celebrated. Sarah, kick us off. Paint a picture of what support you really provide.
Yeah, of course. So we have got lots of services on offer, Headway East London. Our hub is our day centre in East London, in Hackney. And our day centre is 40 odd people a day that come along to it. And we offer a variety of activities. So we've got lots of occupational projects. So our art studios, Submit to Love studios, our kitchen, which makes lunch for everyone each day of the week. So it makes lunch for about 60 people a day. And we've got music, writing, all sorts of activities on offer. It's also a place where like members come together and really just get the benefits of that peer support. So lots of other people that really understand what they've been through, what they need out of the day, and just make really good friendships that hopefully sort of blossom outside of the centre as well as in. And our occupational projects sort of go on from that. So Submit to Love Studios has exhibitions. A couple of years ago I had an exhibition at the Barbican.
Oh, wow.
And part of that was, so we were in the Curve Gallery, and when the initial discussions were happening with the Barbican, we were going to be in a smaller space there. And one of our members went up and was just like, oh, but why can't we be in there? So we got the Curve Gallery and they installed a ramp to make it accessible for us for our 10-day exhibition there. And it was incredible for our community. It's like the hive of activity in our art studio. And now in my office, I've got like a 10-foot statue that was up there, which was amazing. And our kitchen projects does Headway Eats, so we invite people in to buy tickets, the members and staff, volunteers, make a dinner, a 3-course dinner for people to come and eat at night, which is wonderful. And it's just another way of giving all of our members that sort of purpose after brain injury, which is often lost, a different way of giving back to society, which is amazing. So that's our day service, which I could go on about forever. We also have a therapy service, which has all types of therapies. So from group therapy, psychotherapy, physio, occupational therapy, speech and language. So a variety of different things on offer there. And that sort of feeds into our services as well as being offered privately. We've got a community support work service. So for those people that need some extra support in the community, whether that be with their housing, their bills, just getting out about doing their general day-to-day things. And we've got a casework team, which is our only free to access support. And they offer early intervention at bedside. So when people are in hospital at that time when, you know, it's all just happened, families are probably in a bit of shock, not really knowing what to do. And they offer that sort of emotional support in the hospital, but as well as really practical things like making sure people have money, housing, making sure their discharge works well, all of that stuff. They also do that support in the community as well. So again, those really, really basics in life, money, shelter, all of those things, making sure that's covered for someone. And as well as that, we do public engagement opportunities, so to make sure we get the word out there about brain injury. And all of this is driven by our membership. So they're the ones that make it what it is.
Thank you, Sarah. So it is really creative hearing you talk about the breadth of service that you provide. And how is all of this funded?
So the day service community support are both funded mainly by local authorities, so as part of someone's care package for their care and support needs, and they'll pay for individual placements usually. That also happens through the NHS when someone potentially has higher care needs, and that sort of statutory funding is 70% of our income, and the other 30% is fundraised mainly through larger grants that do sort of multi-year work, and they've supported the beginning of our branching out into the research world. We've got a new research strategy and have got a research steering group at the centre that sort of helps us get involved in research, but on our terms. So making sure that the members are at the heart of everything to do with that. And so it's not someone coming to us with a question and getting it answered, but having those people that are affected involved right from the off, and that we get funding for things like that.
Thank you, Sarah. And that does sound like a really strong and steady model for you guys to
Yeah.
operate with as well, which is always encouraging for people to hear when they're thinking about being chair of a charity. How it's funded is such an important question. So, Sonita, as a trustee at Headway, you're called Headway East London, but you seem to keep expanding. Tell us a bit about the growth approach.
Well, the work that Sarah and the team do in Headway East London to support people with brain injury in that region has been incredible. Some of the other branches in London don't have the same offering. So the team are already about to start a new day service offering in South East London, which is really exciting. I think we're going to change the name to Headway London so that the offering that is available in East London, everyone else in the wider London area can benefit from as well. And Sarah and the team are looking at how they can support other branches across London at the moment. It's a really exciting time of change to spread the joy and cheer that they bring to the members that they already support.
Thank you, Sunita. And I know that's sort of been a natural process and you've already expanded into other areas, so you kind of know what you're doing and doing that, which is great. So, what makes Headway East London's community special and what kind of chair does that call for, Sarah?
So I think just the members make it special. So all of these amazing individuals that have incredible amounts of resilience to get through what they've been through and make this new life for themselves in this community that, they probably wouldn't have known about otherwise. And they're what make it special. So I suppose what we want from a chair, aside from all of the support of the senior management team and the trustees, is someone that can really get involved with those people, open their heart to them, have a chat about football or whatever it might be, a cup of tea, which you'll be offered about 15 times when you walk through the door. Just that general sort of love for being around people is really important.
Yeah, that does give us a sense. And I guess, Sunita, it'd be great to hear what's this board like? What's it really strong in at the moment? And where could a new chair make the biggest impact?
So I would say that having joined the board more recently, everyone seems to have a really good understanding of brain injury already from either their personal lives or their professional lives. So I don't think a new chair necessarily needs to feel like they need to have a real understanding of brain injury to bring benefit to this role in the organisation. There's a good finance team in place as well, both charity side and board side. So I think that works really well. As I mentioned, like we're going through a period of real change at the moment and expansion. So someone who has experience of having gone through that, like the change management experience, I think would be really helpful to see the charity through this next chapter that they're about to embark on. And I suppose the commercial and business acumen, that would be really important. And there is obviously some of those skills in the board already, but I think a new chair could really make their mark there. Obviously, being a strong leader as well. They got to manage Sarah, right?
Brilliant. Thank you, Sunita. And do you need to have prior trustee experience or prior chair experience?
I think that someone who's been a trustee before would probably have a really good understanding of what they're going into. I don't necessarily think you need to have had chair experience if you've already been a trustee or if you've got like some sort of board experience or maybe a non-executive directorship or something like that. That probably, I think, would be sufficient to know what you're going into with your eyes wide open and then just having the skills to back it up that we need.
Thank you, Sunita. And Sarah, come to you. So, what does a great chair CEO partnership look like day to day?
Well, day to day, hopefully, I'm just getting on with it. I would say someone that is happy to sort of talk over ideas and plans when they're coming around. So it's not like a dedicated time per week or anything like that, but more as and when is really needed by the senior management team and what our plans are. So at the moment, I usually meet with our chair maybe once a month to have like a good discussion about what's going on and if I need any advice about things. I really value someone being quite straightforward and upfront, being able to just give quite direct feedback, and someone that feels quite comfortable with that. It's what I feel most comfortable with. And just someone that's going to sort of embrace our community, have trust in our senior management team to do their job, but really give a different sort of view on things that we might not have thought of. So I know for myself and the rest of the senior management team here, our experience is mainly in health and social care and charity, and we don't have as much of the commercial experience, the sort of corporate experience. So I think that's really, really valuable. And we need to make sure that we're sustainable, financially sustainable, and that we're running this place in a way that means it's going to continue for many, many years to come. So I suppose someone that really brings that dynamic.
Thank you, Sarah. And could you give us a sense of the sort of time commitment and maybe the emotional demands of the role? What sort of time commitment are you looking for?
Yes, that's about 5 hours a month, I suppose. We have 4 board meetings a year and then potentially 4 finance and audit committee meetings for the chair, as well as that, I suppose, one-to-ones with me to just discuss things as and when. But we very much want the chair to be on the strategic side of things, not involved in the day-to-day operations.
Thank you, Sarah. Are those meetings in person or are they online? The board meetings and the committee meetings?
Board meetings are all in person. Committee meetings are online usually. And for me, online or in person.
And how long are your board meetings? When do they take place?
Usually about 2 hours and they're quarterly. We'll have one AGM and that usually is linked into a board meeting.
It's really helpful, thank you. Tell us a bit about when someone applies, what will that interview process be like if they get through to that stage?
So they'd meet online with myself and Steph, who's our vice chair, and we'd have a quick chat about their background, what's going on for them. And then for people that come for a second interview, we would invite them into the centre and essentially the members would grill them. And that will make our decision.
Oh, amazing. Okay, so you get to see what they're really like when they meet people who you guys are serving. So that's great to hear. Thank you, Sarah. Final words from both of you. You've given us a really good sense of what Headway East London, or maybe Headway London, of what you do, of what you're about, of what this new chair could bring to your board. What would be your final words for someone that's considering applying, Sonita?
For me personally, it has been really rewarding to help this wonderful charity in a different way to the ways I've ever worked with charities before. I think that the vision, the passion, the energy that the charity has, the senior leadership team, the members, the staff is quite incredible. And it is very humbling to be trying to support such an amazing organisation. So I think someone who really is keen to give back, this is a brilliant place to do it, in my opinion.
Thank you, Sonita. And Sarah?
I'll just say if people are interested to watch The Magic of Chaos, and I think if we haven't put across what our organisation is or does, that definitely gives it justice.
We've got loads of videos on your YouTube channel
Yes.
that give loads of flavours of when you talked about that kitchen, what's it like? You know, I watched a video about that. They'll give you lots of a sense of what Headway East London is all about. So please do have a look at some of their YouTube videos as well. There's a link below. You can read all the details. You can see Sarah's email address to get in touch if you've got any questions or if you want to chat before applying. Good luck to all of you who are considering applying, and thank you, Sarah and Sonita, for your time. You've painted a great picture of what Headway East London's all about.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.